Alrighty guys, Abomination9 here, back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh Duel Links. We left off, we opened up another 20 of the new Servants of Kings set, though we're actually going to roll back a second and go to Generation Next, because I did not realize that the second form of Gakagiko is in here, which we went over at the end of the last episode. And I need the full set now that I have the three of his 4-star self and 3 of his like over double summon self. I don't know how many stars he is, but his 2-cost self and his no-cost self. So now I need his 1-cost self, which I didn't realize I didn't have any of. Though we need that though. Actually drawing that out of like all these cards is probably going to be freaking impossible, but here we go. We get 10 chances, so 30 cards. Though actually we can open up, we're too short. We can open up 12. Or so, Gakagiko, please. Worm Tentacles, once per turn, you can remove from play 1 reptile worm monster in your graveyard to allow this card to attack twice during the same battle phase, which that's a 1-cost. Hysteric Fairy, which is a strong card. Up for 2 monsters on your side of the field as a tribute to increase your life points by 1,000 points, which is alright. And Dark Lucius, level 8. He's a very strong card. If this card was special summoned by the effect of Dark Lucius 6, your opponent monsters that this card destroys by battle are removed from play and their effects are negated. It's alright. Seagull Karib. Come on, hook me up with Gakagiko. That's all I really care about. Armor Breaker. Once per turn, you can equip this card to a warrior type monster you control, or unequip it to special summon this card in attack position. While equipped to a monster by this card effect, each time this equipped monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent, destroy 1 card on the field. Wait, what? Each time the equipped monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent, destroy 1 card on the field. That's pretty crazy. And of course, if the card it's equipped to would be destroyed, destroy him instead. Synthetic Seraphim. Each time a countered card is activated, special summon 1 Synthetic Seraphim token, which is a fairy type that's 300/300. And this fusion card is VW Tiger Catapult, which is a combination of V Tiger Jet and W Wing Catapult. This card can only be special summoned from your extra deck by removing from play the above cards you control. So you have to control them, which means they have to be on the field. You can discard 1 card to change the battle position of 1 monster your opponent controls. Full effects are not activated at this time. That's pretty good. Attack is pretty subpar though. Synthetic Seraphim, Machine Lord Ur. I don't know how to pronounce that double-dotted U, so Ur, we'll call him. This card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. If this card attacks or is attacked, your opponent takes no battle damage. He's okay if you can buff him. You slap a lucky 7 on him, and he can pretty much kill anything, almost. If it's not too strong. Burst Rebirth. Pay 2,000 life points, then target 1 monster in your graveyard, special summon that target in face-down defense position. It's okay. Come on, give me the Gakagiko. Worm Ugly. When you tribute summon 1 worm-type monster, or summon a reptile type worm monster by tributing this card, you can special summon this card from your graveyard to your opponent's side of the field in face-up attack position. Naturia Antjaw. It's a subpar, but when your opponent special summons a monster, you can special summon 1 level 3 or lower Naturia monster from your deck. So alright. And Rhinotaurus. He's above average. If 2 or more of your opponent's monsters are destroyed by battle with your monsters during the same battle phase, this card can make a second attack during the battle phase, which is meh. Here they give me something to throw on the thumbnail. At least. Snake Whistle. Activate only when a reptile monster you control is destroyed. Special summon 1 level 4 or lower reptile monster from your deck. Wow. That's pretty good for our Gakagiko deck. Radiant Mirror. When the opponent monster declares an attack while they control 3 or more attack position monsters, destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls. What? I've apparently gotten this card before, though, but that's pretty crazy. Great Desard. See, 1 cost. Kind of subpar. When this monster destroys the following number of monsters that result in battle, the following effects are activated in order. 1, as long as this card remains on face up on the field, negate the activation effects of all spell and trap cards that target this card and destroy them. 2, you can special summon 1 Fushio Richi from your hand or deck by tributing this card during your main phase, and that's all it does. one cost. I don't care about any of these cards. I just want Gakugiko. Hopefully that's him up there. When you put in, we already seen the Nateria, Ant Jaw, we got another Hysteric Fairy, and Gakugiko. And there it is. We got Giga Gakugiko, which is a really strong. Gakugiko is so strong. Because what is his no cost is an 1850, I believe. His one cost is a 2450, and his two cost is a 2950, I believe. 2950, 2800. Like, he's freaking ridiculous. I understand that, like, his entire deal is power, but like, he's super strong. Oh, we got a single free, but we got a little yellow tint here, and Alexa's face, which I passed, which I don't really care. I just want Gakugiko. So Jack's Knight, which is subpar because he's a one cost 19. Pseudo Space. Once per turn, you can banish one field spell card from your graveyard until the end phase. This card's name becomes that card's original name, and replace this effect with that card's original effects. Okay. And a super rare of Armor Ninjutsu Art of Alchemy. If you control a Ninjutsu Art card, destroy all face of Ninjutsu Art cards you control, then draw 2 cards. Okay. That's all I have to say about that one. Gakugiko. Come on. Tyrant's Tirade. Tribute 2 monsters. Effects of effect monsters that activated in the hand or on the field cannot be activated. And that's a continuous spell. Tribe Shocking Virus is a really good card. It's a 1 cost 17. Once per turn, you can banish one monster from your hand, destroy all face-up monsters on the field with the same type of that monster. And Ninjutsu Art Notebook. Once per turn, you can send one ninja monster from your hand to the graveyard. Set one Ninjutsu Art spell trap card directly from your deck, except Ninjutsu Art Notebook. Come on, Gakugiko. Oh, come on. Poisonous Winds. Wind monsters cannot be spell summoned. All face-up wind monsters on the field lose 500 attack, which is pretty crazy. I guess if every card in Mai's deck is wind, then that's a good anti-Mai card. If you have like a spell counter or like a, I don't know what it's called. Let's call it spell shield counter, which is a card that you put a counter on a spell card that you have, I think. And if it was to be ever destroyed, remove the counter instead. Because I'm pretty sure she has like the Harpy Duster stuff as well, and doesn't have remove cards. So if you have that wind monster, that wind card, anti-wind card, plus the shield counters, that's pretty good. Shared Ride. After the card resolves, each time your opponent adds a card or card from the deck or graveyard to the hand this turn with the card effect set by drawing them, you immediately draw 1 card for each card effect. You can only activate 1 Shared Ride per turn. And Half Counter. During damage calculations, if a monster you control is being attacked, target that monster you control, that target gains attack equal to half the original attack of the attacking monster until the end phase, which is pretty good. It's actually really good. Gakugiko? Oh, come on. Worm Opera. Flip. All face-up monsters on the field lose 500 attack except reptile type worm monsters. Earth-shattering events. This is a continuous. If a card or cards are sent from the deck to the graveyard, target 1 card in either player's graveyard, shuffle it into the deck. Also, neither player can send cards from the deck to the graveyard for the rest of the turn. And Medusa Worm. Subpar, but once per turn you can flip this card into face-down defensive position. When this card is flipped, summon and destroy one monster on your opponent's side of the field, which is basically a Man-Eater bug, but just better. Situationally better, I guess. I guess it's better than Man-Eater bug, because Man-Eater bug only gets 1 use, but this can get multiple if somehow you can keep it alive. Alright, so nothing too great except for our Lord and Savior Gakugiko. We also got our Armor Ninjutsu Art of Alchemy, which I don't really care about. I don't have any ninja decks, so I'm planning on making one anytime soon. Even though I do have a lot of ninja cards at this point, I believe. If you care about Naturia cards, well, we got some Ant Jaws. So yeah, that was about. I mean, Hysteric Fairy is okay because she's a fairy 1800. So yeah, not too bad, but we are not done because we need more than that. We need 2 more Gakagiko, so we had 2 chances at least here to get Gakagiko. Come on, Gakagiko. Worm Ugly. Worm Arrowkin. Okay, this is a 1 cost 24. Actually, it's a 2 cost 24, so it's subpar then. This card cannot be special summoned. Once per turn, select one face-up reptile worm monster on the field and change it to face-down defense position. So you can use that with Medusa Worm, I think, to get a free kill, I believe, because you put it face down. You put it face down with this guy, and then you flip it face up right after that, and I think it'll kill something immediately after that. W Wing Catapult. Once per turn, you can either target 1 V-Tiger Jet you control, equip this card to that target, or unequip this card. At special summon a monster equipped to this card gains 400 attack and defense. Also, if the equipped monster would be destroyed by battle or card effect, destroy this card instead. And last but not least, Gakagiko, please. No Gakagiko. Dice Try. This is a counter. When your opponent activates a spell trap card or monster effect that requires a dice roll, negate the activation if you do destroy it. So there's a couple cards that do that. Hysteric Fury again, and Worm Jetalic Fizz? I don't know how to even say that. Jellikips? I guess that's end of that is ip, or it's just the ip sound. So Jetalikips, something like that. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard this turn, special summon it from the graveyard in defensive position. This is a really unfair card. Almost. Because you could use them with the other guy too. With that 2 cost. Because you put him face down, he gets destroyed, but then he comes right back in defensive position. Then if you have the other guy out there, you can flip him back down at defensive position, or face down defensive position, so that when he gets flipped back up, he gets a free get out of jail free card again. So that's so some decent worm strategies, I guess, in this set, but I don't care because all I care about is Gakagiko. So we'll be opening up another set of this whenever I get enough gems in the next episode. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode. Like, subscribe, comment. You know what to do. See ya.